You're fine. I don't think anyone's here yet.
I still wait.
Yes. So I figure, I don't know.
We should probably get the barley going.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I cook it in the orange pasta pot, you think?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's only half a cup.
And it won't fall through the hole. Or should I just cook it in a little pot?
Cook it in a little pot. That's a good call. I didn't think of that. Yeah, it's not worth risking it. It's like, especially with how long it's gonna take.
Yeah. Hey, Thug.
Hey, Dougie. How are you this evening? How was your weekend?
Half a cup of barley and 3 cups of water.
I think 6 cups of water.
6 cups.
6 cups salted water.
Huh?
The recipe calls for 6 cups of salted water.
And half a cup of barley.
Barley.
Where is it on? Oh. Okay. I didn't see it.
Hey, Evan, how are you?
Hello, is that yummy?
Kimbo just had her dinner. Oh, thank you.
Cranky face.
Yeah, Kimbo's been a bitch today.
She's
She's been
adjusting.
she's been very difficult. But I just took her for a run, and she just had her dinner.
So she should be happy.
Yeah.
Alright, she's having a good day.
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Had a nice weekend. Pretty mellow. We hit the zoo yesterday. I saw a statue of Harambe. I whispered into his ear. Saw a real life Harambe, 3 of them actually. But they weren't really good for taking pictures.
Well, there were so many people.
Yeah, it was a very crowded area of the
It's
zoo.
like the most crowded by far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should I boil first, or do I just put it all together?
Put it all together. Kimby, you want pepper? No?
So some pearled barley, which is difficult to say.
Pearled barley?
Pearl barley. The R's are hard for me. There's something with my face.
I'll say.
hard for me. Like 3 in Spanish is hard for me to say. I don't know why, but it is difficult.
I got to see some tigers yesterday.
Yeah, we saw tigers. We saw bears. We didn't see the lions though.
No, the lions were sleeping.
They were sleeping.
But we saw other feline too. So there was tigers, there was a snow leopard, a spotted hyena. There were like all different kinds
So
of.
that tiny little cat too that was eating.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what that was.
We saw the eagle.
Yeah, we saw a bald eagle and a couple of condors they were eating. It was pretty
The
cool.
bears were eating.
Yeah, the bear was awesome.
And a seal.
Yeah. Or no, I think they were sea lions.
So they were little. Sea lions are big.
Alright,
I
whatever.
don't know, whatever. They were cute.
Yeah, they were cool.
And your penguins.
Yes, and we saw many penguins and goats for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun trip actually.
Giraffe. Elephant.
Giraffes. Yeah, giant elephant shit. Otters, tigers, seals, and penguins. Yeah, we basically got to see all of that. The otters were sleeping.
Lots of kinds of primates.
Yeah, primate heaven. Should we get the carrots cooking?
Yes.
Okay. How do you like
Well, I
them?
cooked the onions first, actually. Then.
Shit.
She can have it.
It's fine. It just fell in the sink. It's fine. Yellow onions for that?
Uh-huh.
All 3?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my favorites are the, I would probably say the seals or whatever they were, the swimming dogs, essentially. The goats. I really like baboons. I like their faces and the noises they make.
Those things with the crazy long white tails were cool though, too.
Yeah, some kind of like lemur or some shit. But penguins and goats are my 2 favorite animals out of like. Can I get a trash bowl?
Yes.
Huh?
I'll get the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, otters are so fun. They look like they'd be like, I mean, they have the claws and stuff, so they probably aren't that fun to cuddle with. Yeah, we found the goats. The goats we found, the rams were sleeping,
Yeah.
but I got to see them last time.
We did not get to feed the goats.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to feed the goats. We found the goats.
Um,
But in, 3 weeks, we get to go on a penguin encounter?
where I get to feed penguins.
Yes. We get to like go in the room where the penguins are, and we should put like whatever concoction I come with for physiology lab, we should put under our noses
Yeah.
in the penguin encounter so we don't smell it. It
Yeah.
will smell like fish
And shit.
and shit. I think you can buy stuff to feed the seals or whatever they are though.
That'd
Like
be cool.
throw it to them. And they have these cool things to feed the giraffes and the zebras and like the herbivore kind of animals. They're like these globe things that are built out of, I'm assuming some sort of steel or something, but they're just these bars that are built into spheres and they stuff them full of hay and everything. And so the animals then go and like eat out of it. It's cool to watch. They look almost like giant Christmas tree ornaments that are full of animal feed. But I haven't seen anything like that in the zoo before. Granted, I haven't been to that many zoos. But it was a cool way of like having the animals be content, but also having them satisfied what the humans are there for.
Yeah.
Start heating up the pot.
So, unfortunately, the reason I take my glasses off is I do something very unsafe. cutting a lot of these onions with my eyes closed, which I don't recommend doing, but it protects me. Nice moves. I'm like Michael Jordan shooting a free throw. He does it with his eyes closed. Yeah. Don't recommend doing that. Hey, what's up, Ace? You miss me? I was just cutting a bunch of onions with my eyes closed. Yeah, I know. If only... Hey, I'm actually pretty good with the knife in Battlefield. It's just guns I'm not good with. Let me get the carrots going too.
Just start chopping it
Yeah.
and then you can put them in the bowl.
How big? Like inch pieces or so?
I mean, they're gonna be like whizzed up, so
Right,
just like.
but just so they
raw.
cook kind of evenly?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're making the first thing we're making is a carrot ginger soup. So what's nice is this is all going to be pureed, so the knife cuts don't need to be perfect on it. They just need to be somewhat uniform so they cook evenly.
Which, this is one of the first recipes that I learned how to make, which that was one of the nice things about it, was that, like, I didn't have to worry about how things were cut up. It is a lot of chopping, but it doesn't matter how stuff's cut up, like, it doesn't have to be pretty, because it's all going to be cooked in a big pot, and then you're going to puree it anyway. And you can flavor it how you like it. So that was also fun too to see, you know, like adding ginger, making it more spicy, things like that. So it was a good like initial recipe to learn, because you can mix it up a little bit.
And then some of the nubs I'll put to the side because Kimbo will get those. Looks like I'm dropping some frames. Let me know if it is like... Oh, well, she gets that piece. If it gets really bad, looks like I'm about 4% now. I'd rather not restart the stream if I don't have to, but I will if it's necessary.
Wearing makeup and wearing glasses is a little killer with what I do. Respect for the ladies who
Gimme.
wear like the fake lashes and shit. It's TV.
Yeah, I can feel it over here actually. How are you feeling today, Ace? Are you sober at the moment? He's the one who was up for 30 hours and was drunk and high last night. You were the one that allowed me to play video games for a little bit. I wasn't really planning on playing last night, but yeah, Mrs. Biscotti fell asleep. And then I saw that you guys all... No, that was... Because I came to bed with you. It was at some point.
I don't know, I fell asleep earlier.
Yeah. Whatever. Gave her some carrot.
You're just playing with it.
Oh shit.
Am I bringing the barley up to a boil?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got the egg socks because we're gonna be making some eggs tonight.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, because we'll need it for fish too. So yeah, we have a little trick for making hard-boiled eggs. We actually bake them in the oven and then run them under cold water, and they come out quite well. It's just easier and.
Yeah, so instead of getting a whole big pot of water boiling, we just put them, we use a muffin pan. You could even just put them on the rack, but sometimes they crack, so the muffin pan prevents any spillage.
How much celery for this versus?
It's really up to you.
I'll reserve this. Should be-
We both really like scrambled eggs. You like poached eggs a lot. As long as the yolk is actually as long as the white isn't totally runny, I'm pretty much satisfied. Like, I don't like when the yolk is still translucent. Like the super sunny side up or whatever, is that what it is?
Yeah,
But-
sunny side up is when you don't even flip it.
Yeah. Other than that, I like pretty much any kind of egg. There's one of our favorite breakfast spots that we go to here. They've got a thing called basted eggs, where they just they don't flip the eggs, but they just keep basting them in butter, and so the top gets nice and crusted, and those are pretty good.
Do you want the celery in there now or
Sure.
carrots?
This is fine.
Yeah, I would probably say poached is my favorite way. I really enjoy poached eggs. I used to be a huge fan of corned beef hash with poached eggs. That was like my go-to.
You make really good scrambled eggs, though.
Yeah, I do like scrambled eggs. I like eggs a lot of different ways. I like them kind of I would say over medium or so would be about the temperature I like. Where the yolk still has a little bit of run to it, but not much. Yeah, I like cooking eggs. They're something you cook a lot when you're in culinary school, actually, because there's so many different ways you can make them, and they are pretty delicate. You can fuck them up pretty easily, whether you burn them or
Yeah.
undercook them, break them. Like if you are trying to keep the yolks intact, and then when you flip, you can break them. So it's a lot.
We use them a lot too,
Mhm.
just kind of using leftovers. We'll make eggs with them, it's something we utilize a lot.
So this is some radish, obviously. This is gonna go into a barley salad that we're making. So in the barley salad, we're gonna have the bell pepper that I diced up, these radishes, some celery, some carrot. Oh, there's some carrot in it. I don't know if we need carrot in it.
We have more carrot, but if we don't need it, that's fine.
I mean, it would. Since we're making a carrot soup, I
Yeah,
Don't think it's necessary.
that's fine.
Hi, you want more carrot? Go get it. Okay, bye. She'll go play with it in the other room now. Just plain, like not even salt or pepper.
A good egg salad is
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah, I like egg salad sandwiches.
I grew up anyway. There were a lot of Jewish delis. Good deli egg salad is.
So I'm just trying to get a pretty fine dice on this, knowing it's going to be in a salad. A lot of pepper. Oh yeah, just plain is, that's gross.
Yeah, at least has some salt.
Yeah.
You hate my egg sandwiches.
Oh, she puts mustard. She puts Dijon mustard and mayonnaise on eggs
It's like
with
a
bread.
fried egg sandwich. It's not bad. That's basically what you put in egg salad. I don't see why that's not bad.
Because it's warm. I
Yeah,
don't know, it's
I
gross.
fry an egg, I toast bread, I put mustard and mayo on the toasted bread, and then I put the fried egg on the bread.
So gross.
He looks at me as if I'm like, I don't know what, like I'm mixing putting peanut butter and jelly on the egg sandwich.
I'd rather have that. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, see, Evan agrees with me.
Hey, try it. It's good. Although at the same time, a hot egg salad sandwich sounds really great.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of see where you're coming from. That's good. But like you've had a warm, like breakfast sandwich.
Not with Dijon mustard and
You've probably had one with
and
mustard.
I scrape it off. One time when we were going to Spinelli's, they like messed up our order and both, and I got so angry because it had Dijon mustard on it, and I was pissed. I had to like toast my own bread. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan.
You can't think of it as like scrambled eggs with like Heinz mustard on top, because yes, that sounds vile. It's not that.
She crazy.
I don't know how to defend my argument other than you just have to try it. See for yourself. Although I tried your eel
Yeah, you didn't
sushi
like
and I
that.
didn't like that, so
Eel is way better than mustard on eggs.
probably.
Yeah.
It was the texture for me. I could feel its like
This
little
one just
spine.
tastes the same.
Didn't like that.
We're gonna add our radish into our bell peppers because everything is going to be raw in this salad, minus the barley, obviously. So again, also what we want a pretty fine dice on it. I'll grate another onion. I'm gonna assemble the salad in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, Mr. Sandwich. How are you this evening? You missed a...
Debate.
It's not really much of a debate, but...
Hey.
Why don't you just propose... He knows a lot about food. Why don't you tell him what you do.
I take lovely bread and I toast it to a crispy golden brown. And I take eggs and I fry them in butter and or oil and salt and pepper them. And then I take the bread and I put mustard and mayonnaise on the bread. And I put the eggs on the bread. And they think it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I think it's good. I grew up eating it, like, since I was a little tiny kid. So I think maybe it's an acquired taste.
Maybe. I'm not a fan.
You haven't even eaten it.
Yes, I have. Like I said, we had it from Spinelli's.
But you didn't eat it.
I had a bite and was like, this is fucking disgusting.
You had me up until I heard mustard.
Yes, thank you, sandwich. Voice of reason. Yeah, I can't stand it. It's so like, yeah, we were talking about like egg sandwiches, and her style is just.
I don't know why it's good.
But she uses a lot, like it's Dijon mustard, and
I
she
do
like
use a lot.
it's like a visible.
Oh yeah, it's a visible layer. It's like an aioli.
Yeah.
Hey, someone will come around. They wouldn't serve it at Spinelli's if somebody else didn't like it. I'm gonna go talk to them and see who else likes it. Someone else is on my team. But I may be disappointed by who they are.
Yeah, it's some like. I don't know. I don't want to say something inappropriate. But yes, welcome to the stream, Sandwich. How are you doing this evening? How was your weekend? Hopefully you didn't have to work too much. Oh god, that's gross, yeah. Oh, onions. I even had to chop those a little bit slower because I wanted to get a fine dice on them. Working a ton, trying to debug it through. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, the new tattoo is almost healed. It'll hopefully be healed by like the middle of the week or so. But you can see it's starting to lighten up some. Just got a little bit more to go, but yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, gonna do some celery. Yeah, shut up, Wanda. Just coming in, you're bringing the heat right away. Oh yeah, it's just gonna continue to look better. like it'll continually lighten a little bit, and the grays will start coming through, and it'll add like that whole depth to make it, you know, look 3D. That first day, it's basically black with a bunch of blood mixed in it, so not the best. Yeah, so we've got, well, they're not going to be exactly boiled. See, we were just talking about this earlier. We're actually going to be baking them in the oven, and then you run them under cold water. And it's just a little easier preparation that makes a little less mess. We even use a muffin pan for them. So they're kind of like individual little sized. It's kind of interesting. It's one of those like life hack type things that I learned along the way. So a lot of people have different, debates on their hard-boiled eggs, like overcooked, undercooked, soft-boiled, medium. Yeah, exactly. That's why it was in parentheses.
Yeah, I learned this from Alton Brown. For some reason, like, I can't make actual hard-boiled eggs. I screw them up every time.
She does.
Yeah. Every time.
Maybe it's because you put Dijon mustard and mayonnaise
It's my
on
curse.
it. Yeah.
The eggs are like, I hate you.
The eggs
You
are
will
like-
not make hard-boiled eggs.
Wanda says hello.
I want to. I have caused a stir.
Yes. Got some finely diced up celery. Goes into our bowl. You can see the bowl when I put it here? No, not really. I'll show you after this. You can see we've got a nice mix of vegetables going on in here. Not too bad either. Debating on finishing this cover letter for a job application. Oh. If you would like, feel free to discuss said job. We can maybe help provide some background for your cover letter. Maybe you can take a picture and talk about how bright the sun is behind us and how you critique that in my screen. So, person calls for 6 lettuce leaves
I think that was for serving.
with for lettuce
Yeah.
wraps. Yeah.
Deal with that.
No, not that. So yeah, we basically have all. I'll go ahead and check the
I
parsley
need
too.
some garlic.
Okay, I will start with some garlic. It's actually a job for the esports place we're opening up on campus this fall. Well, if you are interested, I know I think his title is like Director of PR for Blizzard for their esports division. I would be happy to introduce you to through email or Twitter or whatever you feel comfortable with exchanging some information on. He could be a good resource for you potentially. He's pretty well versed in that subculture. He's the one who's gotten me into at least watching quite a bit of it. So yeah, if you're interested, I can hook you guys up. He's a nice guy. He's actually kind of local to where you're going to school too. So again, no if you don't want to, that's fine too. I understand. People like their privacy and shit. So just throwing it out there if you're interested.
So we have added a little knob of fresh ginger and one 32-ounce box of vegetable broth to our carrots, celery, and onion, which is going to become carrot ginger soup. I've added some salt and pepper as everything's been cooking. It's over off on the side. You'll see it when we move over there. And it's just going to simmer to get soft. I'm going to cover it right now. That was all.
Hey, Blank. How are you tonight? Thanks for coming by. Where's the steak? No steak tonight. Welcome back, Neckbeard. I remember you from previous streams. I don't know how I would approach it in my cover letter, though. Yeah. Sorry, Blank, I didn't answer your question. I do not know if Blizzard bought MLG or not. That I don't keep up with those kinds of transactions for the most part. I just kind of pay attention a little bit just because a good friend of mine is so prominent in that scene. He sends me a lot of info on it, so I'm always just kind of intrigued. Plus, because I'm so bad at video games, I enjoy watching people who are actually good at them. I'm very impressed. So I tend to watch actually more MOBAs these days than first-person shooters, because I tend to watch more first-person shooters when I'm watching Twitch. So if I'm watching more of like an esports thing, I don't know. I just tend to enjoy the like strategy behind some of the MOBA stuff. So yeah. Sorry, this is probably boring to watch at the moment. Just garlic is being a pain in my ass. And we need a lot of it for pretty much all of the dishes we're making tonight.
I'm going to start the eggs.
Okay.
We've got an oven set to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius,
Doesn't matter.
but it's lower than that.
Yeah, 325 degrees Celsius would be ridiculous. It'd be like the fucking sun.
So I'm going to put it in the oven. We have eggs in little muffin tins. I'm going to put them in the oven and I'm going to explain what I'm doing. So we've got a 325 degree oven. I'm going to go in for about 25 to 30 minutes. Move. Dog, move. Hey.
Kimby, come on. Come here. No way. Esports is really cool. And I don't know, from parts that I've watched, like the community is really cool. So my friend who works in that community, he talks about how most of the teams are like just really good groups of people, and they know the other ones. They scrimmage against each other all the time, so they have like some history, and for the most part, it's a really nice community.
Yeah, so the eggs. We're using some eggs. We've had them for probably about a week, maybe a little bit longer. Generally with hard-boiled eggs, whatever method you're cooking them, if you use eggs that you've had for a little while longer, they tend to cook or at least peel more easily. That little film that's between the flesh of the egg and the shell tends to come away more easily if you've had the eggs for a little bit longer. So that's one good way to get rid of eggs or like use up eggs that are about to go bad. Is just hard cook them. They'll perform actually pretty well if you do that. And we're cooking them in the oven because those of you who've been in the chat for a few minutes, I always screw up hard-boiled eggs when I try to cook them on the water. I forget about them, I overcook them, I undercook them. Whatever reason, they don't turn out right. I found this method a couple years ago, and they actually turn out pretty well. So I've stuck with it. You just put them in a 325-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. You can either put them in the muffin tin or just on the rack, like lay them in between the little slats in the rack. And they turn out pretty well. We're gonna put them in a cool or cold water bath to get the shells to like shock, and we'll show you that when they're done. Continue.
Yeah, and yes, that is true. Many of the really strong esports personalities are in Korea. They tend to dominate the world circuit. There's a lot of like good European and American rivalries, but at the end, it's usually like Korea that dominates most things. I would say, yeah.
Boy,
One more pass through. Good. It's actually a lot of garlic. There's a lot of garlic.
Oh, okay.
Because it's for pretty much everything. So I chopped a shit ton. How's the barley coming along?
I can't really tell.
Okay.
Right now. Because it like started to overboil and it turned it down. So
where is the other paper? Ginger.
they put that in the soup fire.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna chop it for you. Dried herbs, lemon. See what I did. Ah, shallots were for the Haas. I can't remember. This, you set a timer for your eggs?
Yeah, they're on the same timer as the garlic.
Get some parsley going. She's playing with her carrot. Parsley's gonna go in a couple of different things as well.
Yeah, we try to like cross-purpose ingredients as much as possible. Just we like a lot of the same, ingredients, but also just so that we don't waste stuff. Or energy.
Yeah. Doesn't need to be overly beat to help. Just a quarter of a cup. should we roast the eggplants?
Sure.
Do you want them whole or do you want them cut up
I
first?
think maybe at least have.
So we're gonna make a hummus using white beans and these little globe eggplants. Kind of a Japanese style eggplant. I'll quarter them.
Okay. We're gonna roast off the eggplants first, which is really the only cooking involved in this recipe. You can make it without the eggplant. We just wanted to add some extra flavor, and I saw these today and got really excited at the market because I haven't seen them in a long time. So.
Do you have the little toaster thing here? So we're gonna do these in the toaster oven since we've got the eggs in the proper oven. This is gonna help put foil on it, so make my own. Yeah, absolutely. A regular eggplant would totally work.
Yeah, these are just nice because they're tiny.
They don't have as many seeds in them.
And they'll just roast quickly. So yeah, regular eggplant would definitely work. And we're making a relatively small batch. We're just using 1 pan of beans. So it's kind of a nice ratio. But yeah, you would just want like a smaller size of the regular eggplant.
So I just made like a little thing with foil, hit it with some oil.
And you could use a variety of vegetables. We've done it with bell peppers, roasted garlic, onions, like whatever you really like.
Do you want to do garlic in here with this?
Sure. Gonna add some garlic right now. We'll probably put some fresh in with it as well, but the roasted adds a sweeter flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hit it with a little bit of salt also. With some pepper.
No, because it'll, like with the consistency, or with the coloring of the hummus, it would be too stark. So, you honestly would be better off just baking the eggs. Oh, does it add a different flavor? No, not really. It's pretty much the same.
Hey, now we're just getting the eggplant in the toaster oven.
So what I would do is after you're done cooking your eggs, whether you bake them or boil them, peel them, and then you could soak them in something. So that's often in, like a traditional ramen style dish, you would have a soy marinated egg. So what they do is they hard boil the eggs and then they marinate them in soy sauce afterwards, and they absorb the flavors, and it even makes them kind of a brownish color, especially on the surface. Hey, what's up, Polo? Thanks for stopping by.
Even just putting them in some water, though,
Yeah.
like, will keep them fresh for a few days.
Yeah, especially if you have a little lemon in it,
Yeah.
like something acidic will help keep them nice and tight. Okay, So, I'm gonna start making the dressing for this.
Sure.
Are all the tomatoes for it?
If you want that.
Yeah, might as well. So, we've got basically a bunch of pretty vegetables in here, so you can see lots of different colors and very, very nice. So I'm gonna start making a dressing for this, and then we'll add the barley to it as well. So yeah, you could do that. That's kind of a traditional way of doing it. Is the like soy sauce. Let me try and even find. So yeah, check that out. There you go, Wanda. What's wrong? Oh, you know I have tomatoes, huh? She likes tomatoes. Come on. Let's see, how's this for you? Seeded tomato, oil, vinegar, salt, cumin. Alright.
Good.
Yeah, no, it's just a real pretty mix already. Well, now you learned something, Wanda. Hey, what's up, Nick? She thought they were just brown eggs that were in ramen. Not actually.
Marinated.
Yeah.
You want more? Did you like that?
Yeah, she likes it.
Are you finally learning? She used to not eat any vegetables. Like Homer, our lab, would eat anything, and Kimbo would not. She's finally learning.
There you go, Wanda. Yeah, that's my goal. Seriously, just if one person learns
Yes.
something every time, that makes me a happy streamer. Any kind of knowledge.
The pickled eggs are purple.
Yep. Or sometimes green.
Green? I haven't seen the green ones. Oh, well, like pickle?
Yeah.
Green? Okay. I was thinking like St. Patrick's Day green. I don't know why. What are they? Is it like cabbage or what did they put in the purple ones? What makes them that?
Cabbage. Red cabbage. Yeah, Kimbo's been on and off camera quite a bit.
Super excited about the tomato right now.
So I'm seeding these tomatoes because it would make the salad a bit watery otherwise. So really we just want the majority of the flesh on them. Yeah, how's it going, Nick? How was your weekend? And welcome to the stream.
Got a bunch of things going right now.
Yeah, we've got many things all cooking at once.
Making sure I don't lose track.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah. Smell the garlic.
Uh-huh. I'm out of tomato. I have more carrot. Do you be okay with that?
No.
Come here, come get it so everybody can see you. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the point's true. I don't have any more tomato.
Did you see my Harambe pic yesterday, Wanda?
Sorry, I don't have it.
I'm sure she is. She's an idiot.
I think you got some.
Oh. Hey, what's up, Matt? How are you? Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, we went to the zoo yesterday.
And I found a gorilla statue. There were gorillas there, but they were kind of hard to see.
Well, and you cannot like snuggle with them.
No. So I got a picture of me snuggling with the statue.
Yeah. He was like the children who were asking the moms to make them take their picture.
Yeah, I made her take a picture of me in front of the goats and then with the Harambe statue.
There was something else too. I don't remember what it was, but I feel like there's something.
Yeah, man, there's a delay on here. I'm doing the best I can. I will always say hi. And thank you for coming by.
When he's chopping, so
Yeah.
he's
I fall
trying
behind
not
on
to
chat.
lose any fingers. Would you like to keep all appendages?
We have any mason jars up here?
Oh yes, the like metal gorilla that he was caressing more sweetly than he does me. We're gonna use these tomatoes to make a dressing. We're gonna add other stuff to it, but we're gonna kind of pulverize them with the other ingredients.
Do you want to use the immersion blender on them?
You don't have to.
I think it'll get like this.
Yeah.
Like a little texture.
Yeah, we want to leave them somewhat chunky, but also break them down a little bit.
Yeah. So to this, I'm going to add some garlic. Some oil, vinegar, salt, and pepper. I'll do olive oil because it's staying raw. Some vinegar. You want to do balsamic maybe? Yeah, welcome to the stream, Matt. How are you? How was your weekend? Salt and pepper. Thank you. Some salt. Fresh pepper. And then some cumin. And some honey. Jesus. I almost just ate shit on the other side of the kitchen.
We can't get to the. Probably can't get to the recycle area.
It's fine. Here.
That's. So scary.
Good enough.
Oh man. It's in my head.
It's fine. Do I plan on playing tonight? I don't know. It depends. I took a 3-hour nap today, so I might be awake later. So if I do, I will definitely let you know.
He likes when I'm back in school.
So the benefit of shaking this up is we're kind of beating up all the tomato to release some of the liquid that's in there, and then blending it with all those flavors that we just created.
Mm-hmm. It
So-
helps emulsify the rest of the ingredients too.
So we'll just let that hang out and come together.
Our barley should be getting close to done. We'll see.
Yeah,
in a
well,
few
it's
minutes.
been I mean, it's been about an hour almost. It should be.
Not quite. I've had the timer going.
Oh, okay.
We're getting there.
But yeah, I do need to. I need to play some Battlefield because I need to get some material for my failtashes. Oh yeah, I can sleep anytime, anywhere. Doesn't bother me.
We just keep checking the carrots and the barley and stuff. Getting pretty close on things.
I might actually just have to use, not use the garlic from that. I think it might get
Yeah.
a little burnt.
Still like flavor the stuff though.
Yeah, no, for sure. It'll still absorb
Yeah.
into it, so it'll be good. Perks of being in college student, no rep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I learned how to nap really well when I was in college.
I used to nap so well in college.
So what else do we need? We're getting pretty close to being
Make our hummus.
right, but I mean just in terms of prep stuff.
Yeah, but prep we're getting close. We need to do the
Shallots.
fish.
Yep.
Yeah, we still have other stuff we're making. We're making some fish tonight. Making some hummus tonight. Got a lot of stuff going. Trying to prep for the week just to have some food so that we don't have to do too much during the week. So that's what's going on.
Oh yeah, you like those New Balances? New Balance, I believe, are my favorite shoe manufacturer at the moment. In college, I was a Puma guy. Always had Pumas. But as I've gotten older, I like the dad look.
If Run DMC were Puma, that was you.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, the amount of Pumas that I had was pretty ridiculous.
But just attire.
Oh yeah, and I fully coordinated my outfits. Lots of accessories like hats, and it was before I wore glasses, so. I'm not even wearing a hat tonight.
Shave your head.
True. Just forgot.
Yeah. Right after we got out of college, we moved back to we went to college in Santa Barbara. We moved back to LA.
I
And
moved to Pasadena.
yeah, well, Pasadena, whatever. Still.
Well, just saying, we weren't.
Yeah. We weren't living together, but I got a job. I went to interior design school, which did not work out. Anyway, I got a part-time job at a day spa, which how more LA can you get than that? And my coworkers, the day before Halloween, were like, "Yeah, we're all gonna dress up in costume for Halloween. You should come in costume tomorrow." Which in Santa Barbara, Halloween's a big deal. We still get dressed up. Even last year, we dressed up for Halloween for the trick-or-treaters just because we were excited. And we're old, and we still, get excited about it. So I borrow some of his, Puma outfit. I dress up as, a b-boy and come in, Puma attire, chains, the hat, crazy sunglasses and everything. And I'm the only one dressed up. And it's, this fancy-ass day spa in LA with all these rich fancy women who have no idea what the hell I am. They just think I'm this crazy person behind the desk trying to take them back to the spa where they're going to get naked, and they don't trust me at all. It was definitely embarrassing, but I do encourage you trying to do that to your coworkers if you can trick them into dressing up for Halloween when nobody else is going to.
Oh, the new piece, Mr. Polo. It's healing pretty well. Probably just a couple more days, but it's starting. It's already lightened quite a bit. Let's see. It's not the best angle. Let me see if I back up a little bit. Yeah. The textures are starting to come through. So a little bit longer, it'll just continue to look better and better. How are those going?
These are getting good for a couple more minutes.
You know there's no heat on the barley?
Shit. No. Sorry.
It's still pretty raw.
Alright. Plenty of other stuff.
Okay, so Mrs. Biscotti turned off the heat on the barley, so that's going to be a while still.
Protect the egg.
Yeah. I don't really have to look for them, so.
Should be done. I mean, we could put maybe in a little bit longer, but I'm assuming with that view. we're good.
Yeah. So the eggs are done. So we will run these under
They
cold
sit
water.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So they're gonna sit for a few minutes, and then we're gonna run them under some cold water.
Oh, the new smoke piece is a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. The bowl, the center circle on it's a little bit wide, so I might need to replace that in some time. But it's like all of the actual functioning pieces on it are awesome. Should we start the fish?
Sure. Yeah, because what do you want to cook it at?
350. So we're gonna start prepping the fish. So what do I need for that?
Everything's.
And how do we do this one?
We'll just here we can make the sauce in here,
Okay.
and then we're gonna put it in a baking dish. Put the fish in it, pour the sauce over it.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, cool. Sorry, we were just discussing preparation for the fish.
I need a little glass or something.
So, okay.
And some lemon and oil is all we'll use for this.
We got some lemon.
Some garlic.
How much lemon do you want?
This is all kind of
We do one more.
been an eye on that.
Okay. Oh, this guy's fucking tough. This lemon sucks. There we go. Okay. Out. Oops, up to 350. Okay, in goes some ground mustard. So it's a grainy Dijon that we're using.
Let me know about that.
Let's say a tablespoon. So it's the juice of 2 lemons,
Yeah.
1 tablespoon of that mustard. Do like a teaspoon of the ground mustard. Let's do a teaspoon and a half of the horseradish. Teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And half a teaspoon of ground ginger. Cool.
And then oil.
Oil and vinegar or just oil because of the lemon juice?
That too, what do you want?
Probably just oil.
Yeah. Olive oil or canola oil?
Let's do canola. Let's do 1/4 cup. Is that an okay consistency for this, or do you want it thicker? Yeah. So we're gonna add some honey to this as well. Yeah. About 2 tablespoons of honey. Salt and pepper. There we go. And there's kind of a nice sauce for our fish. So we're gonna get a baking dish. Yeah. Yeah. So here is our roasted eggplant now. So this will add some really nice flavor. If you remember, we had some garlic in with it. So this will add some really nice flavor to the hummus that we're going to make. Kind of a mix of both, Wanda. It's, I would say we'll have the fish tonight for dinner.
We'll probably have some left over.
Yeah.
Do you want to spray that?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably have some fish left over for dinner, and then we'll eat the fish with a little bit of the salad and the soup, and then everything else will be like for the rest of the week. I'm back in school, so I need stuff that kind of can sustain me throughout the day. You've started to kind of take on that.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to bring my lunch to work more now. We've had some turnover in the staff, and people don't go to lunch as much as they did
Well, even just
previously.
more snacks and stuff to work though too.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 cod fillets here that we're just layering in. Oh yeah, did we not put the fish on the menu?
Oh, I might have not. Sorry.
Yeah. It was kind of thrown in there. It's just like, oh yeah, we need dinner tonight too. But yeah, the fish might not be on the menu. So yeah, the fish is mostly for tonight, but we will probably have enough left over to
For like an extra portion.
yeah, for one of us to have some lunch tomorrow or Tuesday. Oh, okay. So you could use tilapia, also even halibut, although halibut's pretty expensive. You probably wouldn't want to cook it in this method. It just kind of doesn't do it justice. Salmon would work as well. You just want a fairly firm fish. We haven't had cod in a while, so that's why I went with cod.
There we go. Pretty easy preparation.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little off to the side. But yeah, we just got our 3 cod fillets in there and kind of poured that sauce and juice mixture. And this just goes right into the oven.
And it's almost going to kind of poach it, so the fish is going to stay nice and tender. And then you'll also have some sauce with it that you can pour over it too, which makes it nice and flavorful. So it's just, it looked like a lot of ingredients, but it's all stuff that as you build your pantry, you have on hand. You don't necessarily need to use all of that. You can kind of mix and match with what you have available. But all kind of nice, fresh right ingredient. It's going to have a nice spicy flavor to it as well. Some acid, and just again have that kind of flaky, moist texture to it. So should be good. I'm going to go check the carrots, see how we're doing.
And I'm running the eggs that we had baked under some cold water, and I'm just mixing them around with my hand to make sure that they get nice and cool down relatively quickly. Do you want to peel them now, or do you leave them?
Probably just feel good.
Yeah, okay. Some carrots? So I'm also just going to go ahead and peel these. I find peeling eggs under cold running water works really well. It just helps add in an extra, like, you're putting some space between the shell and...
When they're still kind of almost steaming a little bit, so it helps get that off. Do you want a little bowl or something?
No, I get it.
Oh, I love that when they all come off at the same time. It's such like a satisfying feeling. Yeah, Costco has actually some decent fish. They've got like giant pieces of salmon. I don't know where they get it from though. But that salmon with like the flavored butter on top is actually pretty good.
So yeah, these are actually peeling really easily. It's not quite like all one piece where it comes off, but I'm able to just run my thumb around it, and it's peeling super clean.
You soak your eggs in lemon for a few hours? That sounds good.
This one's a little angry.
You can cut that one open to show how they look inside.
Yeah.
Oh, salmon. That sounds good too. Kind of like I would sear it almost on the outside if you're gonna marinate it that long in just lemon juice. I don't know, I think the eggs would taste good. I like lemon though, so both sound good to me. And you'll see like some of the eggs get a little bit of brown on them because we cooked them in the oven.
It's just like the spot that was touching.
Yeah, that was touching the edge of the pan, but it's fine. It's not like burnt or anything. And here we'll cut one open. We had one that peeled a little funky, but the inside should be alright. So we'll cut it open here to see. And yeah, look. We've got like a nice...
Towards you.
Towards me. There. A nice yellow yolk. That looks good. Maybe you can show them better.
Let's see.
You're marinating them in lemon juice. I'd like to try the pickling or the soy sauce one.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know what one we
Yeah, lemon would be kind of interesting.
I love deviled eggs. I could eat so many deviled eggs. Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming by.
Later, Polo. Yeah, I'll let you know if I'm going to be on. Thanks for coming by.
You can go off it, of
Well, I'm going to marinate one in soy sauce.
course.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to marinate one of these in soy sauce. Why not? You know?
Well, I actually do put mustard in my deviled eggs, even though I
Yes.
got a lot of shit for that earlier.
No, mustard's okay in deviled eggs. Paprika, cayenne.
Sometimes
Actually,
some like little cornichon.
yeah, and one of my secrets that I do is it's not a big secret, but I take some of the juice from either pickles or cornichons or some sort of pickling juice and add that to the mix, and it makes a really good flavor. It brightens everything up. It's real acidic. Okay. How's the barley coming?
Yeah, I like a little bit of like shallot or something like that too to get the crisp flavor.
Like al dente, do you like a little bit of tooth to it, or do you like it fully, like kind of almost like mush? I kind of like it like this. It's warm, but it's not.
That's good. Oh, here's the strainer. So our barley is done. If mayo, salt, and pepper, that works too. I mean, again, deviled eggs, like, I don't really think you can go wrong.
We'll just let this hang out for a little bit. We don't want to add it right away to
Yeah, to the vegetables because it's hot,
yeah.
right?
Yep. Mayo, salt, and pepper. Yeah, that's all you need. That's kind of like your basic. That'll turn out well. Yep. Okay. Hummus. How does it go into like a food processor?
No, we can just use the stick. I had a bowl out for it.
Did I use it for the eggs? I get it.
Okay.
You can clean it.
No, let's find it.
Can you clean this one? This doesn't have anything like bad in it.
Yeah, it has this kind of like roastish stuff in it. Will this one be big enough? Oh, we can use the eggplant. That's what I put in it. Yeah.
Okay. So.
So we're gonna make the hummus now.
Did you like it with all that extra stuff in it, or was it too much? Do you need a strainer for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have these eggplants in the hummus, and we actually roasted some garlic with it, so it's good. This, what else goes in this?
Olive oil, lemon,
Tahini, lemon.
and then fresh garlic if you want it, and parsley if you want it. Salt, pepper.
Yes, all that. You're just a simpleton. You're also young too, so as you get older, you might like more flavor in it. Okay. So this is some organic tahini, unsalted.
Couple tablespoons.
Okay. Mix it around a bit.
Yeah.
So kind of like a fancy peanut butter, the oil is separated from the product, so I need to incorporate it.
And tahini is sesame seed taste. So instead of peanut butter, it's sesame seeds that have been ground up into a paste.
Do you do this?
Yeah.
Once you're done with that, I'll start. I'll continue to work with it. I'll start adding some other
Yeah.
stuff.
That's fine. Almost done.
That's fine. Just probably not the most entertaining thing to
Yeah.
watch.
And I'm just rinsing one can, like one 15-ounce can of cannellini beans, which are basically just white kidney beans. The advantage of this, with garbanzo beans or chickpeas, they can get a little, like, chalky almost if you don't peel them. But with these beans, they stay nice and smooth when we grind them up. Okay, so I'm going to continue.
Do you want a knife for that instead? Something a little longer? Okay. Hi, can you back up? Thank you. So what else goes in here? Lemons. That. Some garlic.
Salt, pepper, chili flakes if you want
Do we need the garlic for anything else at this point?
to.
Lots of garlic. The shallots. Yeah, hummus is basically beans.
Yeah, it's just a bean paste essentially.
Yes.
A legume.
We'll add the parsley at the end because I don't want to overly chop that. Some salt. Some red pepper flake for a little bit of heat. Put that in another edumacated column. What? I don't understand what you just said, Wanda. Oh. I understand now.
but also some seeds with the tahini.
Legume.
There's a lot of tahini in it.
Hello, Commander Gregor. Welcome. Sure, I'm getting this.
Yeah, nice workout here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, hummus is beans, not beans is hummus.
All hummus is beans, not all beans are hummus.
That should be good. A couple tablespoons.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 lemons. I don't care. Oh yeah. So some tahini. Logic. Okay. What? We're gonna use some olive oil.
Add more as you.
Yeah, exactly. And this will be kind of the wetness, well, also the lemon juice. But we'll add more oil to it as we combine everything to get the right texture.
Okay, so they'll start to blend together. We're going to use like an immersion blender or a stick blender, and we're going to need to add more as we start stirring it. So we may end up needing more lemon juice. We'll see.
So yeah, this is an immersion blender. So it's got a blade on the inside of it, and it allows you to put this. So this is used in a lot of soups and stuff. So we're actually going to do,
We'll use it for the soup too.
yeah, we'll use it for the carrot soup as well. And you could do this in a food processor.
Or blender.
Yeah, or just like a proper blender as well. Yeah, something you recognize.
This is just a little easier cleanup, and we're going to use it for the soup also. So.
Yeah, so to clean it, you just pop off the bottom, and then you can throw this right in the dishwasher. Pretty simple, that's why we actually like it.
And you'll see he can kind of like mix as he's grinding it. And with the soup too, like with the amount that we're gonna have, it's really nice to have something like this. We don't have to keep transferring the product into something else and then pouring it out. And like with this, we just stick it in there and keep whizzing it up. So it's nice.
Oh yeah, I'm like basically pulsing it. It's got like a thing where, I mean, I could just hold it on if I wanted to, but I'm like turning it off as I pull it up, because what would happen is if I pulled it up while it was still on, there's air pockets here and it would shoot all over me. No. I would prefer not getting shit all over my kitchen tonight. So I'm adding in that third lemon. Yeah, it does kind of sound like a dentist drill, you're right. I already put some in. Are you not entertained? Hummus equals shit confirmed? Yeah. I realized what I said. It is not shit though. I love hummus. There we go. I think that's about a good texture.
Yeah. But, like, look how much that made, and that cost like $3.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. And again, to clean this, we just pop this off.
Yeah, hummus is, and you can make it with any kind of bean. Like we made it with black beans. I mean, we do make it with chickpeas, like the traditional way. This is with the cannellini beans. Yeah, it's super simple. You can add whatever kind of flavors you want to it. We've done here with the eggplant. We've done roasted bell peppers. We've done all kinds of roasted vegetables with it.
Yeah.
You want to taste it?
Sure.
Oh, good. Ooh, garlic.
Yeah, it's got some bite from the garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just finish it with some parsley.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ooh, that does sound good. Roasted Brussels sprouts with hummus.
There you go. Get some parsley in there for some color.
I think it sounds good on pizza.
Yeah.
All of my like Persian and Lebanese friends are probably screaming at me. Yeah. Does not go on pizza.
There's actually one of my favorite sandwiches while I was still eating poultry. It was hummus with garlic chicken, Guatemala olives, and just like your lettuce, tomato, pickles, onion. And it was so good. It was basically like a Greek salad on a roll. It was...
That one with the mushrooms and hummus and stuff was good too.
Yeah.
Silver haze or whatever.
Yep. So there is our hummus. And this will work with, raw vegetables, pita chips. It can go on so much stuff.
Yeah, on top of chicken or fish or
Yeah.
licking it off the spatula.
That works too. So we'll come back to our bowl of all the diced up pretty vegetables. The barley should have cooled off enough by now, so add that in. Can I get another spatula, please?
Yeah.
Raw baby carrots, yeah, that's one of my favorite things to have with it. Cucumbers are really good with it too.
Apples even are good.
Yeah, apples are really good with it. Like a red apple.
D-Rex here.
Ah, what's up, D-Rex? Then we add our dressing we had created. And we just stir to combine all this stuff.
So yeah, this is just gonna kind of get better throughout the week because everything's gonna soak in that dressing.
Yeah, it like is essentially a marinade almost.
Yeah.
So if you can let this sit at least overnight before serving it, would be better. Because again, it'll absorb all of those flavors that we just put in. But you can see it's still nice and like dry for the most part. In terms of like, I'm not getting a bunch of liquid pooling up. So it's not going to be a sloppy salad that you would have at a barbecue, or you go to spoon some out and it's just like get shit all over your plate. This is a nice like tightened up salad that kind of holds to its form.
Which is what we're going for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, and pita and hummus is like that's
the
ultimate.
Yeah, nice, pretty salad. Just put it over there for now. So I am going to check the fish. Oh yeah, exactly. Sliced pita bread with hummus is a very traditional, either Mediterranean, Greek, that whole kind of area. That's a very standard like opening dish.
How it was originally meant to be served.
Oh, please. Thank you. Sorry.
Here, Tinker, do you want a carrot? You didn't like it earlier, but maybe you want it now. Sorry, I don't have any more tomatoes. That's what I've got.
Fish is close.
This is what I have. All the same.
Is this ready to be pulsed?
Yeah.
Cool.
Good enough for you? She's mad that all I have is carrots.
That's what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna move over here to this side of the kitchen.
I'm gonna get the soup complete.
Swing over. I know, it's so scary. Trying to get this set up so you can kind of see what's going on in here. Alright, I'm gonna turn the heat off. That was the ginger.
Oh, it was, yeah, sorry. That out.
Oh well, it's in there now. It's gonna be a very strong ginger flavor. I thought it was a piece of celery, and then I was like, oh, it's...
My bad.
So what Mrs. Biscotti and I were just talking about is the ginger was still in here. We would have removed that out, but it got ground up in here, so it's gonna be nice and gingery. And be careful when doing this, because this is very hot. It's just boiling, essentially. So if you do spill some on yourself, it's going to be hot as shit. So. And you can kind of pulse this as much as you would like. You can get it all the way to a really fine puree. If you like it to be a little bit chunky, you can leave it like that. This is kind of up to your interpretation. What's that?
We have more broth.
Yeah, we won't need it. It's going to be a good consistency. But yeah, if you do notice, it gets, if yours is getting over thickened, you can add some broth to it to kind of loosen it up a little bit. Yeah, ginger is very cleansing. I like ginger, so it'll be fine. But just we want a little rogue on the recipe, so. And the old recipe for this also included adding in like a large amount of butter and cream to really make it more of like that bisque style. But this is something that we want to keep a little bit healthier, especially now that Mrs. Biscotti's back in school. She's on the nutrition club, and we want to try and be a little bit health conscious at least.
Like, it is still really good like this.
That's good.
Yeah. You just get a really nice, like, toasty carrot flavor. The onions we cooked down with the celery. So it's just got that nice, like, sweet caramelized flavor with just vegetables, pretty much. And you could use chicken broth if you wanted. We just use vegetable broth. And we had, again, some fresh ginger in there, like a nab of it, some garlic.
Yeah, I know, right? It definitely looks like carrot soup now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but it tastes really good. Did you put any more salt and pepper in there?
I did not. We can taste it when it cools down a little bit. So yeah, we'll finish the seasoning as it cools down, add more salt and pepper as necessary.
You want to show them your egg?
Oh yeah, I'll show them in a second. Yeah, exactly. If it does thicken up, you need to stir it a little extra. And again, you can add some broth to it to kind of
water.
Yeah, exactly. Even water if you prefer. Pretty simple.
Yeah, this was also a really inexpensive recipe. It was 2 pounds of carrots, 3 onions, a little bit of ginger, some garlic, one 32-ounce box of vegetable broth, and it made a lot of soup. Altogether, it was probably $6 or $7, I would say, worth of ingredients. But for, what is that? I would say 6 to 8 servings at least. So $1 at most per serving.
Okay, here's the egg. Ideally, it would soak even longer, but
You can keep soaking it.
yeah, no, I'm gonna continue to soak it. But you can even see the line.
Yeah, it's like Easter eggs.
Yeah. So you can see where the soy sauce, like where it was floating in it. So this is the soy sauce side, that's the non. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on soaking it, rotate it. It keeps wanting to go that way because of the yolk. But yeah, there's our soy sauce egg. I'm gonna eat that tonight, later on. I'll have that with my dinner. I bet it'll actually be good with the carrot soup.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Which the fish should be just about done now. That's a good egg sandwich. Where'd you get that? What? It's a global emote? I did not know that. Yeah, I think our fish is done as well. Trying to move it so you guys can see it a little bit. But here we have our fish. So you can see it's like retained some of that sauce, and then the juice has kind of, like Mrs. Biscotti was saying, almost like poached it, or just kind of given it this liquid to absorb as it was cooking. And the hot liquid is actually what's going to be cooking a lot of it as well. So yeah, that is our stream for tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed. Lots of fun meal prep for the week, plus dinner for tonight.
The bread.
Oh yeah.
There it
I think it's in the fridge maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah, we've got a really nice dinner for tonight, plus a lot of food for the rest of the week as well. So yeah, I hope everyone had a good time. I know Wanda at least learned a couple of things tonight, but hope everyone had a nice evening.
Thank you for being with us.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna go raid my boy Who Swags. Most of you, I believe, know him already, but good. He's having some fun playing some Rocket League, so if anyone's interested, go hang out with him as well. Thank you. I always appreciate feedback and whatnot. Glad everyone had. Hey, what's up, T-Bucks? Thanks for the lurk. So yeah, good night all. Have a great week.